Hello everybody. Who's having an absolutely wonderful day so far today. Gotta make sure my microphone's actually working because it keeps randomly deciding to not work at the start of streams. And I'm not gonna go another 20 minutes into a stream before I realize my microphone's broken. I think this is the correct save file. Though whether or not I remember how the controls actually work is a different question. Okay, attack, jump, heal. Okay, there we go. Hey, that's good. That's a good enough memory of the controls. Yeah, that's definitely a good enough memory of the controls. Oh, come on. Please let me off the platform that I'm on. There we go. I'm just gonna ignore a lot of those enemies, I think. Can hear you fine? Awesome, thank you. I can see it on my end also, usually. I don't think this was the correct direction to go, because I need to be down below where I am, not up here, because I don't think I can actually make it across that gap. Still not sure why my microphone decides it wants to just randomly break sometimes. I really need to figure that out at some point. Okay, because I remember that we ended off last stream of this game by getting slightly obliterated by some enemies off to the left. I just don't remember exactly where they are. But I seem to remember they were vaguely this direction. I seem to remember that the enemies we needed to take out were vaguely this way, or at least this was the best direction I had thought of. Right. Flying enemies are flying. Also, I definitely did not set up everything I needed to for today's stream. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Take out that enemy. Because I can't easily see the chat. Hold on. Give me like 2 seconds to actually make it so I can see the chat correctly. Kind of running around doing like way too many things today. Hence why the stream got delayed by an hour also. Yeah, the stream got delayed by an hour because I just have so much stuff going on. There we go. Now I can see the chat about 10 times more easily than I could before. And now we get to keep wandering up. These enemies are a lot stronger than they look like they're gonna be. I would like to get another health at some point, or another heal charge at some point. Little healing flask. Since these enemies, the damage that they deal definitely starts to add up after a while. Okay, there is actually a character up here. Debris blocked the bridge to Osix up here. How will I reach the trinket shop now? I'm not sure how he's going to reach the trinket shop, but I don't think it's going to be via the bridge. Or at least, I can't see a way to easily clear the bridge, because I need to be able to hit that wood. I don't think I can do that from here. And now we're back over to where I've been defeated like 10 times so far. To this one particular enemy. Because this one particular enemy type, particularly when they're right next to the lava, is surprisingly difficult to deal with. And I think they've defeated me like multiple times in a row last stream. I think that enemy type defeated me like 3 or 4 times in a row last stream, which is why all my money was just hanging out right there. I do want to get all the bones, though. I don't know if I necessarily need anything else, but I definitely want all the bones. Why are there 2 of them in this area? And why do they not take lava damage? Yeah, why does that enemy type not take lava damage, but I do? That just feels unfair. You definitely want to come over here, right? Yes, you do. I keep trying to do a diagonal attack on the enemy, and it keeps not working. Because that's just not an angle I can attack at in this game. The 3-directional, or I guess the 4-directional attacks, and the 8-directional movement feels fine, but the 3-directional attacks feels a little, or the 4-directional attack still feels a little bit weird to me. Can I not make it past there? I don't think I can make it past these rocks. Because I can't dig, or I can't burrow under them like I normally can with the rocks. Did I need to come over here for something else? I might have needed to come up. Why did I come over here? Because I can't go further left. But this also seemed like the only real path forward seems to be this direction. I'm not entirely sure what I needed to do over here. That is one thing that I don't really mind in this game, but it is one definite problem that I keep having is I'm very bad at figuring out the intended methodology to accomplish forward progress. Maybe I check the sign. Welcome to Ossic's Western Gate. West is Backwaters, the Nox's Bayou. North across the bridge is Kindlewood and Septemberg. I can't go north across the bridge either. I don't... At least from what I can tell. Unless I can, like, go under the bridge, I don't think I can do that either. I am also kinda running out of healing. I'm guessing there's a secret tunnel somewhere that I need to dig through. I'm just not seeing. And or these... Why are the rocks different colors? Because I can't tell if I'm in the area I need to be in or not. Yeah, I definitely can't burrow under any of these rocks. Which is a little bit abnormal for the game, or for this game so far from what I've seen. Can I somehow get to the bridge from the Ossic's side so I can clear it off? That might be the method. I do need to survive. I do need to survive though. But I'm wondering if I can maybe clear the bridge from the Ossic's side. I'm not sure I've ever been up on the bridge. But I do know how to break bridges. That is a save point on top of that building. Like right there. Because I didn't see any way to get through this building either. No, I think this is a dig point. Oh, though, I think that X shape means it's a well-defined, like, spot I can dig down. I think I've been misreading that symbol the entire game so far. Did I keep reading that as the save point symbol because there is one of those directly on top of every save point I have? I definitely want the money, though, or the healing back, though. But I think that might just mean a spot I can dig down. The problem is, I think this is the bridge, and I don't think I can get there from this direction. Because all these pathways off to the left are surprisingly well blocked off, which does make it somewhat tricky to... Does make it somewhat tricky to actually get places. I'm not sure why I hit that for no real reason. And then I can't make it down that jump because if I try to jump down that ledge, I will just fall down. The Bowery, I still don't think this is where I need to be going. 'Cause I definitely can't make that jump with my current knowledge set, at least. I definitely can't make that jump with my current knowledge set. So it really feels like I'm just missing a obvious pathway somewhere. Though also if it was an obvious pathway, then or at least to me, then I wouldn't be missing it. Oh, is it the colorful flowers that drop items? I think it is the more colorful flowers that consistently drop items. I suppose that's good to know so I can destroy a little bit less of the landscaping. I can't make it this way either. Yeah, I can't make it that way either. Which is interesting, because I've done a pretty thorough job, I think, of exploring the direction south/down from town. And I didn't see a way forward down that way. I'm trying to find the shop also so I can... Because I think I can probably buy... something at least. Either more health or... But not, since the next upgrades are at, like, fairly expensive. And I kind of want one extra vial. Yeah, I kind of want one more health vial, just so I have 5 instead of 4. Given I used 4 even getting up to the top left. I mean, I suppose it's possible there's another pathway off to the right side that I'm missing. But so far as I can tell, I've done a pretty good job of exploring the right side of the map as well. And it's gonna be something... It's gonna be something somewhere that I'm... It's gonna be something obvious. The correct path forward. Though I haven't been in the water yet. I'm not sure if I actually can make it into the water, though. Since that seems to be somewhat of a weird spot. Could it be something in these caves? I think I've already been here, though, is the problem. Yeah, I think I've already been through these caves as well. Which is slightly problematic for making forward progression. Given I don't actually... Because, yeah, that just leads up to the upper dungeon. Oh, hold on. Is that at least... I think I see at least a pathway? Because I think I can jump off of the ledge here. Okay, I can't swim. I definitely thought I could jump off that pathway and make it down, but it appears that I can't actually swim to go down the river. I'm guessing that might require either a tool or an ability, because that looks like it leads somewhere at least. If I can get further down. Or if I can get further down towards the southern direction. Or maybe I come at it from this way? That looks like only a 2-space gap up. Let's not walk straight off the cliff. These invincible, like, fire spitter enemies are a little bit difficult for me to deal with at times. What I think I can do is I think I can jump up here. Okay, this at least gives me a new treasure chest. It's only 100 bone stone, though. That's definitely not major progression like I'm looking for. Because I am still kind of just lost a little bit as to what the intended direction is. I guess I can go up. I feel like I've been this way before. Yeah, it feels like I've been over this direction before. You're playing Stella and the Cursed Yo-Yo right now. You've fallen victim to walking right off the side of things. I tend to walk right off the side of things in every game I play, but also that's kind of just due to me not always being the most careful with where I'm walking. Yeah, because this is just the entrance to the dungeon again. So I don't think there's actually anything off to the right that I'm obviously missing. I don't see anything off to the right that I'm at least obviously is telling me, yes, you're missing something in this direction. Oh, maybe I can go left from here? And my current challenge is just that I'm having a difficult time figuring out which direction I'm supposed to be going. So I can't make it past there, and I think that I'd need to unlock that using a key from the south side. So that doesn't help with my forward progression either. But yeah, usually that stick is associated with the camera. Yeah, if you're using the wrong controls, that would definitely throw you off. Okay, I can get down there, but it doesn't seem to actually lead anywhere useful either. Normally that stick... Oh, did I misunderstand you? That's entirely possible. I can't go up there without a key, and I don't think I can buy any more keys either. Yeah, the default controls make the right stick and the left stick move the character. That's not confusing at all. That's not a confusing control scheme at all. And doesn't go directly contrary to what everything I expect. Because you'll notice I occasionally flick the right joystick just trying to move. Yeah, use unused cures or idle capital. You must stimulate demand. I can buy a key. I don't know if unlocking this upwards direction is actually going to be useful for anything. But I keep running into these different barriers. I can at least unlock it. Yeah. You're referring to Michelle. I know that. But yeah, you'll notice that like I would totally walk off things because I keep trying to do that even in like Mina, which definitely does not have controls for that. From this bench, I could almost picture Lionel and I as neighbors. Imagine that. I mean, technically, if you live in that area, you'd be neighbors. Yeah. I don't know if I've heard of that game or not. Because I get so many different games that I hear about. Can I just, like, take this and just run with it for now? I don't know what I'm doing with this can. I'm just... Okay, apparently I get an achievement for that. Because I do play a lot of different games. Like, I at least don't immediately recognize that game's name. I'll give you that much. Yeah, it still feels like the direction I need to go is somehow make progression to the left. But how to do that is currently beyond me. I don't actually think it's down here. I don't think it's down here because I think this just takes me back or way far down instead of kind of in an up-left direction. Yeah, check the newspaper. I checked the newspaper, but I didn't see anything notable. Yeah, the newspaper is Bio Beckon's Adventures. That's off to the left. Yeah, faint croaks heard echoing westward. Because Duchess dethroned. I'm not... Which, like, definitely seems to be telling me I need to go left. But I ran over that way and I didn't see any way to actually make progress. So whatever the pathway is, I just, like, completely missed it. Which is highly unfortunate. Because I spent a bunch of time... Because I've been over here. Okay, take out the stronger enemy first. Or I guess second. Yeah, I can't go anywhere inside of this building because I need to fall in from the ceiling. I do see the dig spot on the ceiling, but I need to get up onto the ceiling, which would require me to be north of where I am right now. I just walked straight off that ledge. Or straight out into that hole. I don't even have an excuse for that one. Okay, I can definitely keep my health up. Is there a pathway from the upper right? Yeah, there is an intended order to do the dungeons, but technically you can do them in any order you want. As nice as that is, that requires me to find the dungeons first. Which is actually what I'm having the difficulty with right now. Because finding the first dungeon was fairly straightforward. Finding the second dungeon is proving to be at least mildly more difficult. Okay, I need to get up onto that platform. Yeah, I need to be on the platform and I need to stop getting knocked down into the bottomless void. I need to be on the platform. And I think that's probably the best method. Okay, that burned a lot more of my health than I expected it to. Yeah, the game is telling me that going left will lead somewhere. The problem is actually then going left. Oh, okay, this at least... I did not mean to heal right there. This takes me somewhere. Psst. Thorn said the generators were tearing up the earth. Weird, because he never even seemed like a nature guy. And those fires? Nobody got hurt. Only Lionel's property. Almost like he made it safe on purpose. Something's up. I wonder what's up, because I can open these pathways. I suppose this is progression? Or at least finding something new. Various drafts clutter the table. Apologies, rousing words, scraps of poetry. Beside them rests a purple wax seal. Is that useful at all? Okay, I can shortcut out of that building down to the south as well. Not sure that's helpful. This game's called Mina the Hollower. I am currently more than a little bit lost as to how to make progression. You think I need to attack it? That might be true. I'm gonna definitely go heal though, because I burned way too many of my heals completely unintentionally. Because I can make it through at least this first part of the area pretty easily. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, I am starting to figure out this game's combat system. As slightly weird as it is at times, that it is predictable. The enemies have very long windups. Yeah, because I can go back down to the basement a lot more easily now that I have that shortcut opened. Yeah, I can't... Okay, oh, I can attack it. Okay, I think I was talking to the desk and not the chest the entire time. Primed vial pouch. Carry 2 extra plasma vials. Using vials always restores some health. That's kind of a useful trinket. If people aren't used to old school stuff. I just haven't played an old school game in a while, so I'm a little bit out of practice for how that sort of game's controls are put together. Especially the 4-direction attack just keeps throwing me for a little bit of a loop. Yeah, it's not like crazy expensive to buy an extra tool pouch. Not that I think I'm really using the one I have equipped right now very well anyways. I can't tell if there's something on this screen that I've been missing due to constantly just running past the screen, because I can't easily get out of the way of those guys' attacks. But I need to make sure I'm not missing something obvious. Oh, I can jump to avoid their ground slams. I think I need to have that with slightly better timing. Yeah, I figured it out. I think I do need a slightly better timing, but don't think there's anything. At least I'm not seeing anything on this screen. I do like the axe a lot more than the not so axe. Can I somehow get up onto the ceiling? That would be a shortcut. I think my new goal is to try to figure out how to get up onto that ceiling. Hey, that water over there? There is indeed water over here. Where did I just go? Hold on. I thought I dug on that or burrowed on that already. Apparently not. Good to see ya. There's gotta be a way through. Maybe a trinket or sidearm could help us reach that chest? I don't have the correct sidearm to do a 3-block jump. I'd need either the parasol or the... I either need the parasail umbrella thing, or I need the other tool. The boat. Yeah, like, I thought that it looked suspicious, but I think what I did is I kind of dug like that, so I didn't trigger it. I am going to make a note that it's there for when I have the correct tool, because I don't think I have the correct tool at the current moment. I do want to take these enemies out from above, though. Yeah, it's very obvious that there's something there. I want to figure out how to get up top, because I think that would be a shortcut, though I'm not sure that takes me... I'm not sure that takes me anywhere useful. I suppose I could run, like, clear across the map to get the parasol. Because I know there's one, or the umbrella, because I know where one is. Approximately. These guys are significantly getting... They're actually getting a little bit easier to fight. Because I definitely struggled with them the first time through. I definitely was struggling in this area the first time I came over here, though. Okay, I think I'm just gonna kite this guy over to this section. Just for the added safety of not having to deal with him as much. Okay, he's almost dead. There we go. Yeah, that is, in hindsight, a very obvious secret. See, I didn't see anything over here, and I couldn't dig further left. Yeah, I couldn't dig any further left from here. So maybe I do need to bring the correct tool over to cross that gap. That's at least That at least gives me something to try. That at least gives me something to try, since I have this pathway fairly well cleared out at this point. I have this pathway fairly well cleared out, so I'm not super concerned about running back. Do I have what I need? I don't know of a way to make a 3-block jump without either the bike or the parasail. Yeah, brain power. I will say, I'm a little bit lacking in the brain power department most of the time. I'm a little bit lacking in the brain power department sometimes, including right now. Because unless that gives me what I need, which it doesn't, not that I have any way to pick it up. Oh, the area with the lava? That's also entirely fair. Do I need to... Because I've been kind of running around this area for a while. I know that the lava spreads when I dig under it. Can that do something with the red rocks? Oh, that actually makes a lot of sense. I just had not put 2 and 2 together yet. Okay, that... Yeah, I was definitely just missing the brain power side of things. Which, you know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. I did, but now I know. That lets me dig through quite a lot, actually. Okay, let's not take excessive damage, though. Yeah, that's actually significantly more obvious than I thought it was. Why did that take me so long to figure out? That honestly took me way longer to figure out than it should have. So, there's a point where it is on me and not the game. I can even pre-dig the pathway for the lava to follow. I got so close also, because I had dug out like this entire pathway at one point, and I just never let it flow all the way up. Okay, that actually opens up several new directions. Because I have this staircase, the first one. Yeah, I have this first staircase up. I'm not sure this one takes me anywhere useful. Because I also have the other 2 pathways now as well. Okay, I'm no longer stuck. That definitely took me an embarrassingly long time. I'm going to assume that's a new area and finish checking this area first. I'm going to finish checking this area first. If I can remember how I got up here. It was down here. Yeah, you're all good. It didn't spoil things, I just was slightly lacking in the thoughts department there. The thinking brain power department. Which definitely tracks. Okay, can I just take out this enemy? I am concerningly low on health right there now. Yeah, that wasn't a little bit low on health. That was like basically zero health. Okay, can I just jump and bring this guy over to a slightly more useful area to face him in? Okay, there we go. I'm not sure what's up here, other than presumably progression. Also, let's not fall off the ledge right into the very obvious hole in the ground again. We're also getting a lot of bones, which is relatively nice. Yeah, getting a lot of bones is relatively nice. I would like a save point up here at some point. Molten Foundry. Lava is all spilled out to the west. Debris is blocking the Ossix exit. Western wilds are a real mess right now. Yeah. Sounds cool. Maybe you should do something about that. or I suppose you probably have in calling me down. Oh, that opens up this shortcut. Back into Ossix, I think? Because that's from the... I think... What was this area called? The Bowery? Something? You'd think I'd remembered the name of areas. Yeah, the Bowery. Can I open this pathway up all the way? What is that? Whatever it is looks creepy. In a rather concerning way. I'm gonna go talk to it. Hi, Blaze. In life, I was fast. As a ghost, I'm faster. Think I can beat you in a race? Probably not. Actually, I'm gonna do that at some point, but I'm a little bit preoccupied with exploring the fact that I suddenly have a lot more access to things than I thought I did. What are you doing, cyclist? The Iron Steed is a modern marvel, so fast. Mine's locked up in the back. Gotta be wary of thieves. Can I break into their back room? I can. Why does this feel like I'm gonna be a horrible person if I steal their bicycle? Is this it? Basically just a... I think it wants me to take the Iron Steed down there. Is that what I'm... That's at least what I'm suspecting the intended pathway is there. Hey, stop stealing my money and then running off screen. Because they've done that more than once. You know it's cool when a game doesn't have to pop up a big text box and be like, yo, dude, just do this? It is cool when games do that. Though also, when you're half blind. I think I've already been in here. I suppose I could take the Iron Steed. Because I think that lets me do 3 block jumps also. To get that treasure chest over in the other area. Trinket Bazaar. Lady Susan, trinkets. Surely something will turn the Hollower's head. Plasma funnel. Drink as twice as fast. Don't lose plasma vials when hit. Do I lose plasma vials when I get hit? Seismic belt. Impressed while burning to emit a damaging shockwave. Walk faster. That could be interesting. I can chase him down and get my money back. I do know that, but also it requires me to be able to keep up with him. Welcome to the shop. Here to stock up? I'm here to buy a trinket bag. Because I want to be able to equip two... I want to be able to equip 2 trinkets at once instead of 1 trinket at once. Not sure that's actually going to be useful at any point. Because from what I've noticed, at least, if he runs off screen, I can't do much. Because I kind of want the extra plasma vials. And I'm going to equip that set of trinkets for the moment, at least. Because 2 extra plasma vials, I think, is definitely currently worth a trinket slot for me. Oh, right, and then that respawns. Oh, I can do this area as well. Step 1, I need to remember how to ride the... I think I just need to figure out how to ride this. Is there a sign? Okay. Oh, I could get basically unlimited tries. Maybe not unlimited. But definitely more than I thought I did. If he runs off screen, he's on the next screen. I tried that already at one point. Oh, do I not need to hold? Oh, that makes my life about 100 times easier. If I don't need to hold the button. Okay, so I do slightly run out of... I am slightly running out of energy. I think I'm just gonna note that this is here. Yeah, I think I tried to chase him off screen at one point, and he just vanished when he made it off screen. That's Trinket Bazaar. I already talked to you. What's in this building? Because I don't think I've been in from this side yet, at least. Pile of bones. I suppose a pile of bones is worth something. I'm not sure entirely what. I'm also not entirely sure where I currently am. Because I can jump down here. Why does something tell me I need to hit that lever in order to get out of here? Can I Iron Steed over there? I can, but it doesn't help me. Am I doing a lack of brain power again? That is entirely possible. I think I'm just gonna exit the normal-ish route. What's this? Can't hear you down there. Come up here, won't you? I tried, it didn't work. I don't like how low my health gets. I do see a marker that I think indicates... Because yeah, if I follow him off screen, he just like immediately vanishes. Yeah, he just like immediately vanishes off the screen. I mean, I suppose that was a good way to test. I do like burrowing. I do like the burrowing, how it makes me a little bit faster, because that actually encourages me to use all of the game's mechanics. By just burrowing everywhere for the little speed boost. I did. Okay, no wait, I can't take this shortcut back up. Slowly untangling. Whatever it is. I don't think I've been in there yet. Central Station. Ticketer, our train vanished a ways back. We're collecting funds for replacement using this device. I don't know how many I'd need to pay for the train. Probably a lot. Trains are expensive. Are you too interested in the art of travel? The ticket system is our gateway to adventure. Not sure what they're up to. Where does that take me? Oh, that opens up this pathway to Ponty's Exchange. My shelves are bare, friend. So I'll pay top bone for your unwanted goods. That's a lot of money, but I also don't think I want to give up any of my items. But that does open up a surprising amount of the town that's been locked off basically the entire game. I do have the Iron Steed as well. I need to keep that. I definitely need to keep the Iron Steed equipped. Given my plan is to go in... Yeah, my plan is to go in and actually do the water room puzzle, now that I have a way to jump a 3-block gap. That is my plan. I need to jump a little bit later than I expect to get over their shockwaves. Also, they really like to just jump and land right on top of my head. I have I have noticed a distinct love of them just landing on my head. Okay, there we go. Ooh, that's a cure. I'm not sure if that's actually useful for anything. So this is a pathway further to the left. Occupied bridge. Okay, we are at least actually making forward progress now. Instead of being stuck running in circles trying to find unknown what? Backwaters. Shanty Swamp. That looks like a new area as well. This is just, okay, and then this is off the left side of the earlier area. Ooh, there's even an item up here. 200 bonestone flakes. It's not terrible. Fog thrower. We had a cloud of lingering fog. I don't think I've seen that type of trinket before. But it is helpful to know that there's a healing point up top. It is helpful to know that there's a healing point up top side. Or not a full heal, but just a heal vial up top side. Okay, there we go. Take out. Jump B. Because I could go down the swamp. Though it looks like there's things up along the bridge that could be helpful. Because I can make it up onto that bridge now. And I think I want to. Yeah, there's also this area up here. I know I made it onto that bridge at one point. How did I do that? Hold on. Oh, it was just up here. I want to see where this bridge leads as well. I want to see where the bridge leads as well. Since it definitely goes somewhere. It would help if I was paying attention to my health. Yeah, it would definitely help to pay attention to how much health I have. Because that wasn't even a difficult enemy, I just didn't pay attention to my healing. There we go. That's about 10 times easier. What is rendering below here? Because something is rendering right there and it looks weird. I think, okay, oh, does this bridge just lead back to the same area that I was already in? No, it doesn't. It leads up higher? With... That's a terrifying enemy. I'm guessing I can jump over their... Yeah, I'm guessing I can jump over their attack. Oh, the fact that it heals all the way to... The fact that it heals all the way to the orange is quite nice. Okay, can I just... I'm just gonna take him out. There's a lot of bones up here. Because in this North Septemberg, road temporarily closed due to insurrection. Sorry for the inconvenience. I think insurrection is a valid reason to close a road. I could be wrong, but I do believe an insurrection would be an acceptable reasoning for closing the road. Are you up here again? You're up here again. I did not mean to hit yes. I did not mean to hit yes, but I suppose I'm racing back to A6. Though I definitely did not. Did I just leave? I think I left the correct course there. What is going on? There are so many enemies following me now. Let's just ignore them. Yeah, let's just ignore the enemies for now. I think the area I want to explore is probably down here. So I don't I don't have a lot of health right now, which is concerning. But this, okay, that solves the health problem. Are you a merchant? You are a merchant. Yeah. Fill my jug. Come on, it's empty. I don't think I want to deal with that. What? Why not fill it? Come on, no more juice. Actually, I'm gonna hit yes. Jug juice run dry. No, no good. Fill it with pain. You help frog, ribbit. Glutton's jug. Equip this and defeat 50 enemies to fill it. I'm not sure what I think of that. Okay, also, that is definitely just some... Where the darker water is definitely dangerous. Noted. Yeah, noted that the dark-colored water is definitely dangerous. Actually, I don't know if I can go anywhere down here. Because, there is a distinct lack of obvious directions to move. I can go left. I figured the game's not... Yeah, I figured that the game's... That was a lot further than I thought I could make it there. Especially, I figure the game's not going to be outright just going to lock me into an area at the very minimum. I will take 200 more Bonestone Flakes, though. Okay, I don't see anything else over here. Yeah, I don't see anything else over here at least, at the very minimum. Is there something in the bushes? There is not. Oh, but now I know how to cross these gaps. Okay, now I know how to cross this type of a gap, which lets me keep moving through the area. I will say, I do appreciate how the game, as much as it pains me due to my lack of problem solving sometimes, or apparent lack of problem solving sometimes, I do appreciate how the game actually lets you figure things out. Okay, I can go up and down here. I'm gonna just heal while I can, since I think we're making relatively decent forward progress. Yeah, this feels like an area that has a dungeon, and this feels like an area that I can also actually clear, which is better than most. Yeah, not a lot of games nowadays trust the player to let them figure things out, which is honestly a shame. Like, you're not wrong. But also, yeah, a lot of... Apparently I had a cure. I didn't even realize I had that. But yeah, a lot of games are going to hold your hand basically no matter what. Which, while it could be nice, could also be a little bit on the tricky side. Pinky's Parlor. Hey, Pipsqueak. Would you like to browse my stuff? What do you sell? You sell... like, Spark Catcher. Hold gate, there's one extra Spark Catcher. That almost seems useful, and then a Cure is probably useful as well. I'm gonna buy this because I don't know what it's useful for. Oh, is that a trinket? That is a trinket. And I'm gonna buy the key also. Key, cure, whatever this thing's called. I like the animation that it has of him actually going and getting the item to bring it down to us after we buy it. It's honestly surprisingly nice. What is floating right there? I'm not sure what's floating right there. Can I hit you from over here? They can jump the gap also. I'm legitimately not sure why I didn't expect that. I want the big skull, but it appears to be way far up in the air. Okay, I can fight them. Where am I going here? Presumably I'm solving some sort of puzzle. Yeah, you like that ladder? It's a very cute ladder. Honestly, yeah, fair enough. It is a nice looking ladder. Why did my ground just why did my bush contain just high explosives? And then he refills it with different stock. Hey, don't sneak around here. This place ain't for customers. Sorry, I didn't intend to sneak into your shop. I just did. Actually, I suppose I kind of did intend to sneak around the shop. If he never sees me, does it really hurt anything? Can I tunnel in from the ceiling somewhere? And or distract him? I think I'd need to distract him to get the ladder. Maybe. Maybe. At least that doesn't deal damage. Yeah, at least he doesn't deal damage to me when he throws me out of his shop's back room. Because I don't see anything obvious there. Okay, I don't know if I can dig around in the ground to get past him and steal his ladder. That's my current working theory, is that I can dig around and somehow steal the ladder. Maybe not. Maybe not. There are definitely still other directions to keep going, though. Right. I need to jump. I need to do a better job of jumping and diving in under the water as I'm moving across. And then I can take out the snake with a knife. Is that a pathway down? That might be a pathway down. I'm sure I'll figure it out eventually. Probably later. Actually, I think it might be to the left. Because I'm mostly looking for the dungeon right now and not necessarily progress. Oh, is this just the start of the area again? I think this is just the start of the area again. Yeah, I think this is just back to the start of the area. I am taking a lot of damage from facing off these enemies, though. 1, 2, 3. Because I think there might be something in the downwards direction also that I'm missing. Like, I am sure I can figure out whatever the puzzle is eventually. Yeah, fishing hole, public access ahead. Carnivorous fish, cast at your own risk. Are they like keeping a bunch of piranhas in the fishing hole? Is that what's going on? Because that sounds like they're keeping a bunch of piranhas in the fishing hole. Oh, come on. This enemy is in, like, picked, like, the least convenient spot to spawn. There we go. Because I can go to the right as well. Yeah, right now I'm still just I don't have a key. Didn't I buy one not that long ago? I could have sworn I'd bought a key, like, not very long ago. Okay, I can make it over here. I'm still not entirely sure which direction I need to be working my way through this area, because I'm not sure. I'm guessing there's a dungeon. I'm just not entirely sure where said dungeon is located. Also, let's not jump right into everything. Or right into the danger constantly. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, there we go. I see another one of these things up there. This enemy type's not terribly difficult to fight. They're just hard to hit when they're not over solid ground. I suppose that's probably true of every enemy type in the game. That they're difficult to hit when they're not over solid ground. Not sure why I was treating that like that was something unique to that particular type of enemy. Okay, if I want that shortcut, I need to make it there from this side, which I can do. Is that another shortcut down? That is a shortcut straight down. I think I'm slowly untangling. I think I'm slowly untangling this area. Hi there, are you guys the fishers at the public fishing hole? Stan, you all seen a frog around these parts? About a tad smaller than me. Little guy drank a bucket of juice night before last, then wandered off into the bayou. Bayou? I don't know how to say that word. Sad days, Cher. Our band ain't a whole. Our amphibious companion's gone missing in the bayou. Aw. Gumbo, if you spot a little frog out there, bring him back. This band can't play a note without its composer. And that fellow still owes me 20 bones. Ah, yes. Extortion. Or I guess not so much extortion, but just running out of money. Can I somehow make it around there? That is a really long ways for me to warp. I should probably stand on stable ground somewhere a little bit easier to get back to. Like, I could stand up here, and then I can presumably go down? I want to get around this central platform in a downwards direction. But I don't... Okay, this also counts as solid ground. Apparently I can go inside this building. I did... I'm not sure what I expected. Yeah, I'm not sure what I expected breaking the lamp. But, turns out breaking the lamp makes it dark. Who could have guessed? I'm gonna break the other lamps still. That is... Is that a fast travel point? I think that's a fast travel point of some variety. Can I... This looks interactable. What are you? Oh, is this the frog? Croak? What's all this ruckus? I'll give you a tip if you leave me alone. Do you know Pinky? He's got a ladder. Looks useful. But if he's near it, he'll catch you trying to take it. Well, we've all borrowed it before. You just need to make him move it away from himself first. Good luck. I mean, that gives me a key. I'm not sure how to read that hint. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure how to read that hint. I do want to unlock whatever is going on in the generally downwards direction. Come on. Please actually come closer to me so I can hit you. There we go. I think Pinky's shop was off to the right. Off to the right side. Swamp Station. Your station appears to be slightly slightly dysfunctional. Okay, there are more pathways though. Yeah, Ticketer, our train vanished a ways back. We're collecting funds for a replacement using this device. Loner's Landing. I think, is that another new area? Okay, suddenly I have way too many new areas. I went from I can't find where any progress is to I've found every bit of progress. Because that's not actually terribly difficult. Okay, that's actually not terribly difficult to get down here again. Because I have the shortcut that I opened up. Oh gosh. What? Oh, it's this guy. It's time to give that brain a poke. I'm Clumpy D, and here's my joke. Why did the clown escape the bayou monsters, but the rest of the birthday party didn't? Clowns taste funny. I don't get that joke. Get it? No. Chomp. In truth, I'm handy with knives, you see? Best be prepared. Till next time, try not to die. And do keep laughing, lest you cry. I still legitimately don't know what to think of that character. Nox's Bayou. I'm guessing this is the dungeon? Yeah, I'm guessing this is the dungeon that I've been, or at least one of the dungeons I've been looking for. Tucked in way over here to the left. Though I suppose it's not that bad of a spot to get to, because I can get here fairly easily, and I open up this shortcut. Okay, I open up that shortcut, so it's not actually that bad to get of a spot to get to. I do want to maybe do I want to do the dungeon? Actually, I think I do want to do the dungeon, or at least start the dungeon for whatever it's worth. Jump there, dig through there. There we go. It's not terribly difficult for me to get down to this area, and I suspect this will be a very useful thing to just make some level of progress through, though I am very close to having enough. I am very close on the number of bones I have. Oh, hey, look, we're taking a boat. Somewhere. This feels like a dungeon. This feels like an old, like, Swamp Town vibe. Yeah, old, like, Swamp Town vibe. I like how the boat just sinks as soon as we get off of it. Bone up. I'm gonna turn that into bone stone. I'm not sure I really need the bone stone, but yeah, you know it's a dungeon if the music goes hard. That is surprisingly accurate for a surprising number of games. I want the axe, not the rocks. Can I defeat this type of enemy? How many hits do they take? I'm not sure, because I'm not sure at which ones I was hitting. They don't have that much health. Yeah, those enemies don't have that much health. The music in this area is definitely good. I'm going to use one of my... Yeah, I definitely like the fact that I have a massive pile of healing. That's going to come in very helpful as I inevitably heavily stumble my way around a dungeon. Can I attack this apparently swamp monster? Okay, yeah, they keep getting stuck in just like the weirdest bits of collision imaginable. There we go. Oh, is the enemies flashing meaning that they have 1 health left? Am I somehow just now realizing that? I think I'm somehow just now realizing that the enemies flashing means that they have 1 hit left. Because I've noticed that from several of the stronger enemies, they start flashing at some point. I just don't think I put 2 and 2 together on what that actually meant. Okay, I'm very glad I didn't like fall through what looked like floating lily pads there. I think I can come over this side and then immediately regret coming over this side because that is a lot of enemies. Okay, there really are just a lot of enemies in this area. I'm guessing I'm gonna need to burrow in the center of that gear. That's my current working theory, is to burrow right here. Interesting. That causes a little bit of a flood. Yeah, that causes a little bit of a flood. I want the treasure chest, though. 500 bonestone shards. Or 500 bonestone is quite good. I definitely needed to take that boat over to the side, didn't I? Luckily, free boat. I'm not sure if this is intended to be the second dungeon of the game, or if it's... Yeah, I'm not sure if this is intended to be the second dungeon, or something after the second dungeon. I definitely walked straight into that. Okay, can I... What do I need to do here? Are you gonna actually jump down and attack me? No? No, you're just gonna hang out up topside? Yeah, you're just gonna hang out up topside. Okay. Not anything terrible. Why do those stumps almost look breakable? And not anything terrible, at least. Oh gosh, that is a lot of fire that you throw out. You are therefore an enemy who must be defeated. I want the bones. I want every bone I can get in this game, because they all appear to be very valuable. Yeah, every bone seems to be quite valuable. I'm not sure that type of... I'm not sure what the point of the, like, flying enemies is. Because they're not that difficult to fight. Though that is a little bit more concerning. I'm gonna want my save point. But I also am going to want to just take out the random enemy standing there first. I think. Yeah, this does get I feel like this is gonna get... I see left and I see the other direction. Left is just a shortcut. Up is... presumably progress? I can cross these... Yeah, I can cross 4 wide water gaps. I'm gonna keep forgetting I can cross the 4 wide water gaps. I will say, I'm very glad that the water's not toxic. Though it does appear to be flammable. Not entirely sure I like the fact that the water appears to be highly flammable in this game. Because, I'm no scientist. Actually, that's only half true. But I don't think water is supposed to be heavy or highly flammable. And it seems like only the water ever seems to want to catch fire. It seems like only the water ever seems to want to catch fire in this game. Okay, can I not fall into the death pit? The answer is apparently no, and I am going to fall down. I want my spark back, though. Because, yeah, it's a little bit strange feeling to me that only the... Where does this lead? That leads somewhere. It feels a little bit strange to me that only the water catches fire. I've said that like 5 times. So maybe it's not water, and maybe it's something else. Let me just take out... Yeah, let me watch my health a little bit more also, but let me just take out that enemy. 1, 2, 3. Okay, they're not actually that difficult of an enemy type to fight. The guys that throw the fire. They are surprisingly weak. I still like how this game has Mina, like, get all nervous and start walking slowly near ledges. That is it's actually a fairly unique little mechanic there. Okay, take out 1, take out 2. There are a lot of bones in this area. 1. Okay, I can hit it and break the grass. I then immediately get attacked by an enemy that I didn't even notice. Yeah, did not notice this enemy up here. Are they... Okay, they're not that difficult, I don't think. I just need to be more... That's what it means by losing your healing vials when you get hit, because I just burned like 3 healing vials for no healing. Which is unfortunate. No, I want the water up. Yeah, I want the water up. Though also, excuse me. What is that in the water? Yeah, what was that in the water? Why did I just get eaten by mystery? Yeah, why did I just get eaten by some giant mystery creature? That feels somewhat less than optimal. Yeah, that feels slightly less than optimal to get munched on by whatever that was. I definitely see it moving. I definitely see it moving through the water, at least intermittently. I can make it up to this house. What's up here? Kindly hag. You're looking soggy, dearie. Got just the thing. Pit preserver. Bounce up when falling into a pit or water, giving you a chance to recover. Pit damage is reduced. That could be useful. I'm gonna buy the key so I don't have to remember where this is later. And I'm just gonna buy the plasma vials so that I have the healing. Beckoning collar. I'm just gonna buy out like everything in the shop. I have the money for it. And I'm going to use it to immediately rob them. What did I just get? Did I just get an actual second weapon type? Blast Strike Maul. A hammer with explosive force. Hold to charge up. While charging, move to roll. Interesting. I'm not sure I like it replacing my weapon unexpectedly on me. I'm not sure what I think about it unexpectedly replacing my weapon with something else. 'Cause I think I need to get back to the Underlab before I can swap that back. Ah, yes. Yeah, I think I need to make it back to the Underlab before I can swap my weapon back to something faster like I expected. Okay, I can stand on that one. Okay, I can make it up here. I'm not sure this actually helps me. Yeah, I don't know if I like the fact that I just decided to swap my weapon on me for no real reason other than I picked up a new one. Because I like the faster attack. I have one key. Can I hit the explosive barrel at the frog to deal a bunch of damage? I can. They also deal a lot of damage, though. And are very good at knocking me into things. I definitely need to go to the left, though. Yeah, this is definitely the correct way to go. I am going to keep using the fact that I have my Underlab there to save me at least a small amount of pain. Okay, if I can knock them down, okay. Yeah, I think I just need to not be between them and the wall. And instead put the wall below me? Yeah, I think if I put the wall on the other side. Also, I definitely wasted my bones on that on those plasma vials I bought from the shop. Can I just ignore the second frog? Presumably, yes. What is this enemy type? That's a new one. That is another new enemy type. I do suppose we are in a dungeon. Constantly running into new types of enemies while we're in a dungeon would make sense, at least. Is that... I can't tell if that's deep water or not. I'm guessing no. I'm guessing not deep water. Okay, this is not... Okay, that's not a terrible type of enemy to fight. Though I do need to clean up all of the presumably rather thorny vines. And I'm going to heal while I have the chance as well. I probably should have healed after I went into the mystery room. 500 more bonestone shards. The fact that it's giving me 500 at a time is, I think, it's at least an indication that I'm in a higher level area than I was before. Because the game was very scared to give me more than like 100 bonestone shards from any given anything previously. Which, getting the extra bonestones does help. I think. I could upgrade my... Between my bones I have... Yeah, between the bones that I have... Okay, why do I keep just jumping into the goop water? It's not very useful. Okay, come on. Please let me hit you. Maybe? Yeah, I do think I got the 1 damage correct. Yeah, I do think I got the, 1 damage left idea correct for I saw something sparkle down there. Okay, there we go. But what I was going to say is I think I got the idea that enemies start flashing when they have 1 health left correct. It's a useful indicator. It's especially a useful indicator given I can't see my health bar half the time. Which probably explains part of why I keep running out of health. Okay, how does the game expect me to get across this lily pad? Or does it? Does it expect me to get across that lily pad? I'm honestly not sure. I think it does. And or I'm going to run out of health trying to get across this one lily pad gap, because they vanish. Okay, that was actually not terrible. I was going to say, they vanish a lot faster than I was expecting them to. Oh, come on. Come on, swamp monsters. One at a time. There we go. Though I am now out of healing again. Please, game, give me some semblance of progress. 200 more bonestone flakes. Yeah, I definitely have enough to at least get an upgrade. I definitely have at least enough to get an upgrade for my... I'm probably going to upgrade my attack next chance I have to get an upgrade, or to actually do an upgrade. I'm at, like, such a tiny sliver of health. Yeah, I'm at such just a tiny sliver, like, tiny fractional sliver of my health bar. And I can't... It's not like I can heal more. It's not like I can heal more than I already have. I'm out of healing also. This is more tense than I expected it to be. Ah, yep, that tracks. That tracks. I definitely took way too much damage there. Because, yeah, I have a lot of bone powder that I can turn into bones for... Because what I want to do is I want to upgrade my health. Oh, they didn't all fly out all over the room. Or not my health. I want to upgrade my attack. Since I highly suspect that dealing a bit more damage will be extraordinarily useful. Because if I deal a little more damage, then that means that every enemy gets taken down just a little faster, which should improve my survivability if I had to guess. Bones didn't fly out because, yeah, I know I was standing right in front of the spot, but I really wanted to see like 2,500 bones just fly all over the screen, and it didn't realize I was standing in the way of being able to see that. Yeah, I'm just gonna ignore that frog still. This enemy type's not actually... Yeah, this enemy type's not actually terrible. Though I do need to pay enough attention to my health to not get instantly eviscerated by every enemy in the game. Because I do want to eventually make it... I do want to eventually make it down or up to the next save point. But yeah, it's fun when I get to watch the bones just fly absolutely everywhere. I probably should not be facing off against that type of enemy by just tanking their damage to the face every single time. Swamp monsters are down to 3 damage per hit, which is actually not terrible. Yeah, swamp monsters being down to 3 damage per hit's pretty good. Or 3 hits per swamp monsters. I think pretty good. Right. I still don't know how I actually got across this the first time. I'm suspecting I did something like that. Where I like jumped on it partway through. Hi there. You totally want to come out of the swamp and play, right? Not that I'm gonna let you actually do that much now that I know how to fight you. Yeah, I am in significantly better... I'm in a significantly better position than I was previously. That did a lot of damage. Because now I have 4 heals instead of 0 coming into this room. Which is presumably going to be quite handy when I have to chase down a angry... Why that kind of looks like an angry grandma to me, and that's I think a really weird thing for it to look like. Beckoning Collar. Summon a creature to battle. Costs 3. I mean, haven't used this before, but also it's not like I have a better option immediately available. Ah. Okay, I can break projectiles by smacking them with my sword. But also, getting across this bridge is going to be interesting. Getting across this bridge is going to be rather interesting. Because that is a fair ways across the bridge while under heavy fire, because I feel like I should have had a better way to attack them. Yeah, I feel like I should have had a better way to attack them there. Because that is kind of an inconvenient... That's kind of an inconvenient spot. Come on, get out of the water. Explode slightly. And then apparently knock me into the water. That's not normally how the fight against that first one goes. Getting across that bridge is going to be kind of a little bit frustrating, I think. Okay, there we go. Take out one big frog. Keep moving, because I need to take out the second big frog as well. Actually, what I need to do is I need to run over here and then ignore the second big frog. Or don't. Yeah, this area is full of some definitely tougher enemies than stuff I've had to deal with up to this point in the game, and also the fact that I keep getting respawned like way off to the side every time I fall into the water does make it a little bit trickier to fight some of these enemies. Oh, come on, there we go. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, the frogs, the big frogs have a lot of health. Also, the fact that I get knocked back or sent back that far every time. Do I just need to fight this guy? I think I just need to fight this first big frog. Okay. I mean, I suppose that does get me past them at least. Yeah, it does at least get me past the frog. They are not they're not the easiest enemy type ever. Okay, they're also not outright terrible to face. Okay, I think if I stay a little further back and make them attack me with their head, I think that saves me a lot of damage that I was kind of just tanking before. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Break their vines. Make them... Okay, oh, they can attack me and throw out vines at the same time. Well, why do you not attack towards me and, like, sometimes attack at a weird downward, like, a weird angle? I can't figure out how that enemy's attack pattern works all the time. Yeah, that enemy's attack pattern is a little bit strange. A little bit strange at least a couple points in time. Also, they're not that difficult to... Yeah, they're not that difficult to fight. They do kind of remind me of, like, an angry, like, Mario chain chomp. It's kind of the vibes I get from this enemy. Yeah, it's kind of just like angry Mario chain chomp vibes. Okay, then I need to jump across that gap. Over here, summon the swamp monsters. Take out the one that took a bunch of damage. Take out the other one. They're now flashing also, so they're fairly low on health. There we go. Because I can make it up to the bridge. Yeah, I can make it up to the bridge fairly easily. And I'm even getting up there with a relatively halfway decent amount of health and healing now. But making it across that bridge with the two enemies that are trying to attack me constantly is going to be painful. I have four heals. I'm gonna summon this. Oh, is that how you're supposed to solve this puzzle? Is use your little friendly companion to... I think I'm supposed to use my friendly little companion to munch on their attacks. Because if I hit their attacks, then I don't get knocked down the void. So that also requires me to get onto the bridge in the first place. Yeah, that requires me to get onto the bridge in the first place. Which is a little bit difficult still. Also, I am low on health and I don't have enough plasma to fully heal. And I also don't have enough energy to summon the little friend again. That's not a great position to be in, I don't think. See, I just need to get across the bridge. But this is gonna have probably respawn them back into their initial positions. Yeah, that's gonna have spawned them back into their initial positions, which is not a useful spot for them to be in. Because if I get hit once, I get sent all the way back to the start. I'm gonna use all 3 of my heals with the item to at least get enough health to get back onto the bridge. So yeah, if I get hit, I just instantly get knocked into the void. I'm doing I know I'm doing something wrong in this area. Okay, there we go. We at least made it across the bridge. Please tell me I get a shortcut. And not more area. Apparently I get more area. I'm already basically out of health is the problem. And I don't fully trust myself to be able to replicate getting across that bridge again. Yeah, because I don't see any other extra healing down here either. So I suppose I did figure at least something out about how these enemies work. Okay, take out the angry grandmas. Okay, apparently I get a bone up. I'm gonna just get the upgrade so I can keep focusing on clearing. Okay, shortcut attained. Or at least new pathway obtained. They really do look, they really do remind me of like angry looking grandmas. I'm not sure why. There's a pathway. Where am I? What was that pathway? Hold on. Because there's definitely a pathway there. I don't think there's... This feels like there's a secret down there somewhere. Yeah, it feels like there's a secret down there somewhere. But I don't see it. Yeah, I don't know what... It feels like there's a reason there'd be a pathway down here. But I'm like kind of trying to check the different walls. But like I don't see anything. There it is. I needed to attack that. They're just like there. It feels very much like there's a secret hiding here somewhere. I got a key. Or sorry, a keyer. Jump, jump, jump. There we go. That was a surprisingly well hidden secret right there. I'm honestly surprised I managed to find that at all. So I will absolutely take at least a little bit of a shortcut. I'm not sure where we're trying to go, but this feels like we're making progress towards a boss fight of some variety. This feels like we're making progress towards some sort of boss fight arena. I mean, I suppose that would make sense. The last dungeon ended in a boss fight. This dungeon probably also ends in a boss fight. This feels much more like like we're getting close-ish. I'd hesitate to actually say close. Okay, I almost made it onto the lily pad there. Oh, it's on a 3 cycle instead of a... Yeah, it's on a 3 lily pad cycle, not a 2 lily pad cycle. Is there something else different in this room now? Also, there is. Okay, where am I even trying to make it? Am I trying to make it up? Like up here? I'm surprised that worked. Yeah, I am very surprised that actually worked right there to get up top. I will absolutely take all the bones, though. Did I not? I didn't go into my underlab to restore my healing when I opened that shortcut. As amusing as that is. Yeah, as amusing as having not gone into my underlab to open up or to heal when I open up my shortcut, because I just hit the heal button. I'm just like, wait, why did I not have any healing? It's because I just never had any health. I can't go up further? Can I? This definitely feels like we're getting towards the boss fight, though. Though I'm not immediately sure how to get through here. Yeah, I'm not immediately sure how to get further up. Because I don't see any breakable walls. I don't see any breakable walls or anything. Oh, do I need to somehow line up the light? If I'm standing here, does this somehow like zap open that wall without dealing a bunch of damage to me? No, I think that deals a bunch of damage to me. I'm gonna run out of health here also. Okay. We at least have our healing back, though. Having our healing back is a major upgrade. Because I can also shortcut straight to this part of the area. I suppose that helps also. Okay, I need to come down here. I want to take out the enemy that's throwing the fire absolutely everywhere. So I need to stop getting knocked into... Yeah, I really need to stop getting knocked into the water constantly, and even just, like, jumping into the water constantly. Because it really is not great for my long-term survival. I'm constantly taking damage in the water. Okay, so the lily pads go here. And then I can tunnel... here. Okay, I can fight these guys. That gives me enough plasma to at least fully heal. I'm gonna do that again since I'm not I'm not entirely sure the intended methodology to clear this room. It has something, it's gonna have something to do with the electric zapping. So I have 1, 2, 3 sorts of zaps. Do I have to come in a different way? Like, I don't... But what other way would I come in from is the other part of the puzzle. Because that's a one-way pathway. Yeah, this is a one-way pathway that dumps me into this area. I don't think I can go anywhere left. Yeah, there's a locked block up there anyways. I have 2 keys. Oh, okay, there is a shortcut here. Yeah, I do have 2 keys, so I can... Sorry, keys. I'm gonna keep calling them keys, but the game calls them keys, and I'm not sure why it felt the need to do that. If I didn't lower the water, can I somehow do something? If I jump down there... I'm not sure if this helps me at all. Because I can jump here, I can come up this side. I can come down here. I don't necessarily need that rope, but I can jump this way. Because the water's now in a different state than it was previously. Actually, I think I've been up here with the water at this level before, but I haven't been up here with the water at this level before and the upwards direction open. I don't think that actually helps. Yeah, I don't think that actually helps. Also, I think that somehow caused me to leave the area because I just noticed that is September up top side. I'm trying to figure out... I'm just trying to work out where the game's expecting me to be going in the first place. There's like that... I'm guessing... Do I need to somehow go down? Yeah, do I like somehow need to go down through this room? So I'm not sure how I'd pull that off either. Okay, oh, that's a new water level. Yeah, that is a new water level that I haven't seen before. That opens up a... It opens up something. I'm not sure what that opens up, but it opens up something. Okay, I can fight the swamp monsters. I can definitely fight the swamp monsters. Though I am a little bit low on health from... I really want to be able to get left. So what I really want to be able to do is figure out some way to get over to the left. That'll be a save point and shortcuts. But I'm not entirely sure how to pull that off. Okay, I can lower the spikes. I'm gonna go get the save point first. Yeah, the save and heal, and more importantly, heal point first. Okay, oh, those guys only take 2 hits. Because that's also a shortcut back up to that room if I wind up feeling I need it. Yeah, the swamp monsters aren't actually that difficult to deal with now that I've learned a little bit more about the game. 500 more bone shards. 3,000. That's enough for another level up. If I want it, because that is 3,000 plus 1,800 is definitely more than 4,200. So I can work with that. Am I getting chased down the river by a bunch of frogs? I am getting chased down the river by a giant frog. They are not in a convenient location by default. Yeah, they're just gonna chase me down the river. And then there's 2 of them here. That is terrifying. Because one of these frog enemies is hard enough for me to fight. Somehow I survived that, and I am legitimately surprised I did that. What did I just pick up? I'm not sure what I just picked up. So, some other tool. That looks mildly terrifying. Nox's Beast. That looks like a boss fight. That looks awfully like a boss fight. Which is concerning. I just saw like 4 guys standing in a circle. I'm just like, let's leave. And I come back and whatever this thing is has taken over the entire arena. Were they summoning this? I feel like I can't help but feel like they were summoning whatever this creature is. Feels like something that would have been summoned. I really need to watch my health more. Yeah, I really need to watch my health here. Because if it keeps jumping on top of me, I'm going to run out of health in a fairly short order. Okay, I need to heal again. Did it eat me? It ate me. How rude. I'm gonna intentionally use my healing. Ah, shoot. That actually was fairly close. For first try against a boss fight, that was surprisingly close. I'm gonna also stand off to the side so it launches 2,000 bones out. No, my bone pickup range, it doesn't send them flying everywhere. What I'm going to do is I'm going to buy a defense upgrade also. Since I'm suspecting that having a little bit more defense is also going to come in very handy for this. For whatever this is. So I do need to get past the 2 frogs every time. Yeah, getting past the 2 frogs every time is going to be a little bit more concerning. Yeah, getting past the 2 frogs every time is going to be mildly concerning. Though I suppose I can kind of just run past them. I'm guessing this is the dungeon boss. That would at least make the most sense to me. Yeah, it would at least make sense to me for this to be the dungeon boss. Who, actually takes quite a lot of damage right at the start there. Though I did just get munched on again. I need to be more careful about getting munched on for dinner. I don't know if I like how it respawns me like a really long ways away from the boss. Also, I keep getting turned into dinner. Yeah, because I keep trying to heal, and I keep getting turned into dinner instead. Which is mildly unfortunate. Because, yeah, I mean, the enemies in this room are not terrible. Yeah, those enemies aren't terrible. It's mostly just the two frogs in the next room that are a cause of concern to me. Though I suppose I can jump on the boat ride to get some energy back as well. I want to come over here. I want to hit both directions because I want to make it into the boss fight with full health. Also, yeah, the fact that I keep getting respawned like that far away from the boss is somewhat unfortunate. Also, the fact that I can't just... the last two times I've just been able to stand in one spot and, like, wail on the boss for a little bit. But the boss doesn't seem to be letting me do that this time. Also, how... Oh, I need to burrow there, don't I? Yeah, I definitely need to burrow when he's doing that breathe in constantly attack. I'm gonna heal again, and I'm going to lose my health. Yeah, there are not good heal windows in this boss fight. Are you gonna pop up? How am I supposed to avoid that? It's definitely a skill issue. But also, I need to figure out how to avoid things to solve said skill issue. Either way, this definitely feels like a more major boss than a minor boss. Yeah, this definitely feels like a more major boss than a minor boss. Actually, that wasn't terrible. It's a lot of bones. That was actually surprisingly straightforward of a boss fight. I'm guessing that was actually a major boss fight, given I just got a health upgrade also. And last time I got a health upgrade was from a boss fight was from the previous major boss. Also, that is... My next upgrades are expensive. Yeah, Swampy Generator. Is this our second generator that we're gonna get? I think this is our second generator we get to unlock. Hey, I'll take it. I will absolutely take it. Given how much I was just wandering around very confused and lost at the start of the stream, I will absolutely take more like actually tangible progress. Because that also didn't take me absolutely forever like it did for the first major boss fight, or the first dungeon boss. So, gotta activate the generator and then find our way to the next dungeon. I'm not entirely sure where the next dungeon is gonna be. Do I remember how this minigame works? Maybe. Maybe. I may remember at least a little bit about how this minigame works. How do I get up? Okay, I need to open that. I then need to go through here. I need to keep going up. Okay, I got knocked all the way down the tower. Oh, that cost me... Oh, this is gonna cost me, like, all my bones, isn't it? Because I did not remember how this minigame... Or how to... I did not remember how to reactivate the spark generators. Because then I need to activate that one. I need to then activate that one. I need to go... Let me burrow, please. Why was I just, like, unable to burrow there? Oh, I'm not actually losing bones that I'm getting. I think I'm losing the bones that I'm getting on the climb up. Because then I can go this way. Because, yeah, I'm not sure why I am suddenly having a hard time getting up here. I'm not sure why I was suddenly having a hard time making it up that. It's not that complicated of a room. Though I'm definitely still misunderstanding something about how this generator reactivation game or minigame works. Because I keep, like, getting knocked around in a weird way that's, like, preventing me from actually burrowing to get up further. Which is... Because I see the generator spots I need to burrow into to slow the electricity down. But I'm just having a hard time actually triggering them for whatever reason. Okay, I can open that one. I can then trigger that one. Oh, can I not dig on... Can I not dig on the more solid colored ground panels? I'm betting that's what I've been doing wrong. Because that feels like something I would have been doing wrong. Okay, yeah, that feels like what I was doing wrong, is I was just trying to dig on the solid colored ground panel. Thorns here. Interesting. Mina, every spark tower you repair spreads the blight you've seen yourself. Help me burn them down. What? Why? That's not true, Thorn. Destroying them will only make things worse. They're poison, Mina. Better see them in ruins than spreading their rot. You'll thank me when the last one falls. What sort of rot is he talking about? Like, what sort of, like, poison or rot is he talking about? Because so far as I can tell, they're only generating electricity? I like how we're, like, repairing it. I like how we're, like, repairing things, and we're repairing the spark towers. Fused bone stone. That's a pretty good pile. I think that's going to be enough. I think that's enough bone stone powder for us to be able to... Actually, do I care about the next upgrades? I'm not sure I actually do. Also, Mina once again just taking a nap directly on the edge of everything. That is not... I would not consider that a safe spot to sleep. Yeah, I mean, the swamp seemed pretty rotten, but it's also a swamp. I'm not sure how much of that is the fault of the spark generators. Yeah, I'm not sure I can necessarily fault the spark generators for that. Okay, there's a Forgotten Fen area over that way. I cannot make a 3-block jump. I can go down this way. Because I I feel like I should have explored the Forgotten Fen area more than I did. Where am I even trying to go right now? Yeah, swamps tend to be a little bit swampy at times. And so I'm not sure I can necessarily blame the spark generator for the swamp being a swamp. Though also, how do I know it's the spark generator causing the problems and not whatever Thorn's been doing to them? But then again, I don't necessarily trust the Lionel guy either. I don't necessarily trust the Lionel guy either, who was kind of the cause of us, or who was kind of the cause of us coming to this island again. Because Thorn apparently worked for him loyally for quite a while from what I've gathered before deciding to suddenly and with no reason go rogue. Which just feels weird because that feels like something that wouldn't happen. I should heal. I still don't actually know where I'm going. Yeah, I still only have a very vague semblance of idea of where I'm actually trying to go. Because I'm guessing somewhere off to... I mean, we've gotten two of the spark generators open at least. That's worth something. So why do I have a feeling I'm just going back into the dungeon right now? Unintentionally. Instead of exiting. Can I... Oh, I think I need to go onto the boat. I can heal while I'm on the boat. I probably should have picked up the flower first. I probably should have picked up the flower first. Because this seems like I'm heading more directly back into it. Did I just do a 2-block jump without... Hold on. I think I just did a 2-block jump somehow without intending to. Cause yeah, this area feels like it feels like I can. Okay, oh, I can go back up this way. That is Twilreeve. Raises defense level by 1. It's potentially helpful. Yeah, potentially quite helpful. Okay, when you first went through this area, you had a trinket that lets you infinitely burrow as long as you hold down the button. It made the deep water completely trivial. That would make the deep water completely trivial. Because, like, I could upgrade my... I could get an upgrade for the jewel capacity. Or I can wait... It's only 5,200 for... For some reason, I was expecting it to be closer to, like, 9,000 instead of 5,200 bones for the next upgrades. If I get up to 1,000 held bones, that will just let me get another major upgrade. I kind of like that. I think I like that as my next step, is to get the 1,000 bones I need to make, or get another probably attack upgrade. The attack upgrades seem to be the most use, or the attack stat seems to be the one that I'm relying on the most. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to stay on the ground forever. The burrow would end. Yeah. First burrow and you immediately burrow again as soon as you hit the ground. It would just like repeat infinitely. I suppose that would. That makes sense actually. Okay, we have cleared. Do I check out Osix, or do I check out... Okay, apparently we're back in. We're fighting the rabbit again, the bunny rabbit again, of all doom. And honestly, the only difficult thing here is dodging all the collateral damage. I like how fast the rabbit actually is, and how the kids aren't actually helping at all. I have not done September yet. I think the only entrance I've found into September was the one that's blocked off with the lightning rods. Yeah, I like how the kids are causing way more damage than they're solving. By trying, or by being this chaotic. Yeah, the rabbit's not actually that hostile, though I did just reset that fight, apparently. I'm gonna go heal again, because I did not intentionally go off this edge of the screen there. That is one thing that I found I occasionally do by accident in not just this game, but other games as well, is I'll like unintentionally run off the side of the screen. I suppose I could try going up more. I don't think I've really looked that far into going up. But also, this enemy type is... Okay, they're actually not as dangerous anymore. Because I actually deal a appreciable amount of damage, finally. Are you gonna just keep bouncing over here? Yeah, because I actually deal... It's actually a decent amount of damage that I deal. I'm actually fairly happy with that now. They're like, these enemies are so tough. And or I just am slightly too underleveled for them, for my skill ceiling. Yeah, they're not... And or I just wasn't fighting them correctly. Yeah, they are actually surprisingly easy. Gosh, I had so much trouble with that enemy, like even at the start of the stream. And Molten Foundry, yeah. Keep doing your thing instead of fixing the fact that you're spilling lava everywhere. I think I'm gonna use the save. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use one of the save points in this area. Why did I go down here to use the lower save point? I could have used the upper save point. Because there's a save point up here. Ooh, and we have a new newspaper. Autumn Town Shrouded in Dread. That would be Septemberg, I'd guess. Disappearances Mountaineer Septemberg. Could a monster walk amongst the leaves? Beast of the Bayou burst. Gluttonous Gator defeated in a muddy showdown. Who's taking these pictures? Yeah, who's taking these pictures? And why aren't they helping us? They're in a progress. Lionel's vision lifts all citizens, says Economist. Crust-tastrophe? Maybe we should switch the recipe to apple pie. I'm like, I can't, I feel like the time's wrong, but I'm reading it, was reading that as 2 hours, 59 minutes, not 6 hours, 2 minutes and 59 seconds. 33 deaths. That's not terrible. I do like, honestly, that's a fairly cool way of tracking your stats. Like, yeah, that's a fairly unique little way of tracking your stats, by having them be in the newspaper. I think September was the second dungeon you did. I think it's gonna be my third dungeon. Though, of course, I still have to get up there. Or, because it was north. Yeah, September was to the north somewhere. Okay, let me heal. Yeah, I really like the extra 2 heals that I could get. Or that I got. That is super helpful. I'm going to run away and panic and heal a little more. I'm gonna let this guy go on a little bit of a rampage to maybe uncover a couple of bones. Yeah, next time I'm in my underlab, I can upgrade my damage one more time. Yeah, Kindlewood Overgrowth. Yeah, I think I looked into this area, but just didn't actually complete anything in here. Why do I feel like that's going to be a... I don't know why I did that jump that way. Why do I feel like there's going to be something behind that lamp? So one block out, I can just do a normal jump. I suppose that doesn't hurt? Yeah, I'm guessing that this is the direction towards Septemberg. Oh, I jump on them to defeat them. Okay, that actually kind of works. I want to take out all three, though. Yeah, I do want to take out all three. Yeah, Septemberg feels like it's probably not going to be... Honestly, I think the first dungeon was way harder than the second dungeon. At least for me so far. I can't go anywhere. I'm stuck in... I did not pay attention to my health bar. Note to self. Pay attention to health bar. It, presumably is quite helpful. I want that many bones. Yeah, I want to upgrade my health. Can I guess, how far away from the machine can I get so that they just bounce everywhere? That is not the upgrade I want. That's the upgrade I want. Because I definitely want the extra health. The extra health feels very... The extra health feels like it'll be very helpful. I don't know, or not the extra health, the extra damage output. Feels like it'll be very helpful. I don't like the rock ability. Okay, that actually lets me take down the enemies in a reasonable number of attempts. I'll take it. Or a reasonable number of hits per enemy. Because some of these enemies were previously taking, like, an absurd number of hits for me to actually defeat them. I should keep my health up. Yeah, because my methodology for half the enemies in this game seems to be just run up and start smacking them in the face with my sword until they, stop fighting back. I'm suspecting Actually, I do want the axe that this one gives me. I don't like the pebbles. Yeah, they don't give me the 50 bones each time. That would be a little bit on the overpowered side if they did. Okay, these enemies are still somewhat strong. These enemies are still somewhat strong, so I need to be careful. I need to be careful facing them. Though, they're not as strong as they used to seem like they were. 500 bone stone. Honestly, the fact that these areas are giving me 500 bone stone per is actually fairly nice. Because that is a pretty good combo. I think I need to come around from the other side, so I'm going to go left. Never mind, I'm not going left. Oh, I see it. I see it off to the right. Oh gosh. That took a lot more of my health than I expected it to. I'm going to go heal at the Underlab again. I'm going to heal at the Underlab again, and then... Yeah, it's definitely this pathway. Okay, take out the big guy. And then take out you. That worked well enough. But 1 health for fighting, or 1 heal for fighting 3 enemies is, I would say, perfectly acceptable. Try to keep track of where everything actually is on the screen. Can I have you attack up top? And break those guys? I can? Kind of. Can I defeat you, though? I can. One thing I've noticed is that at least a handful of... Oh, but then you just respawn. That is not fair. That is cheating. Yeah, the enemies respawning is cheating. At least in my book. Okay, I can make it here fairly easily. Can I... That looks interactable. Oh, I can pick it up. I can pick up the torch. Got it. Can I use that? Can I somehow... Oh, I think I need to go up. Okay. Okay, I get the puzzle now. I say as I then proceed to jump straight into a bottomless pit. Because I think the puzzle is that I need to, step 1, get up here. I think I need to break it on that tile. Actually, no, I don't. I just need to bring them back to the right. Well, why am I making that more complicated than it needs to be? I definitely missed my throw there. How can I miss my throw if I'm standing directly in front of the thing I'm trying to burn down? I think that's just more of the jewels or jewel energy. Jump, jump, jump. Okay. Fire. I think that's making sure I've learned the fire mechanic for clearing that type of enemy at least. Because they are kinda everywhere, actually. Yeah, the shrubbery is everywhere. I need to take out all of... I have a compulsion to take out all of them. I know that is definitely not required. Yeah, I know that's definitely not required to take out all of them. But also, I can use the fire... I suppose I could use the fire spitter to solve a bunch of my difficulties as well. Because that did open up the pathway up. There are there are a lot of actually kind of somewhat terrifying enemies in this area. I need to keep my health up. Yeah, I definitely need to keep my health up more than I am. Okay, then I can use the fire spitter to clear this pathway, I think. And also the up. Please clear the up. Not like that. I mean, I suppose that also gets me to where I wanted to go. Dynamo Lantern. Wind up with a spin and unleash a powerful attack. I still think I like the axe, though it doesn't... Though I also don't think it matters if I like the axe. Given there are a lot of things that deal damage in this area. And also endless bottomless pits. Yeah, got my lifetime supply of bottomless pits in this area. Which is mildly concerning at times. Okay, I can go through here. Because I can make it... This area is not terribly difficult to make it through. Especially now that I have this shortcut opened. I'm still just trying to piece together how parts of this game are put together so that I can take advantage of it and actually beat the game. Please break that one, Fire Spitter. Thank you. Thank you, Fire Spitter. Okay. Yeah, this game is a little bit of a puzzle. I want the Fire Spitter to Fire Spitter me up top. I'm gonna intentionally fall into the bottomless hole. Because my goal number 1 is get the spark back. Goal number 1 is always get the spark back. And then take out the Fire Spitter who's currently... Actually, I needed that Fire Spitter to break that. Luckily, they seem to respawn fairly quickly. Because I need to keep just working my way up and around. I think, at least. Yeah, the knockback that the enemies give me makes it a little bit more difficult. That is a shortcut. I don't mind it that much anymore. Yeah, the knockback does make it a little bit tricky to get through some of these like narrower platforming sections. Yeah, this definitely feels like we're heading towards the September area. Or at least making moderate progress. Apparently the house is alive. I mean, to be fair, anything can be a mimic. Yeah, anything can be a mimic, including a full house. I think that's the first time I've ever actually seen a game use a full building as the mimic, instead of just part of a building. Can't say I was expecting that. Yeah, I can't necessarily say I was expecting the house to be actively hostile. That was a surprisingly effective way to just damage tank that boss. You know what? I'm not gonna complain. Hi there. You guys are the tongues and eyeballs. Just don't attack me again, and I think we're good. September's seen hard times, but we've kept our eyes on it together as a family. I think you are quite literally just a giant eyeball. Yeah, sure. We may look funny, but in fact, we come from a long line of true visionaries. That is indeed a pun. Thanks for freeing us all from house arrest. For helping, we'll lick you in on a deal. See? The puns. The deals are tasty indeed here at the Madhouse. Ooh, okay. Lantern. Take guard. Blocks 1 hit from lightning attacks and breaks. Side items deal more damage. Damaging trail of ooze behind you whenever you burrow. Do I buy these, or do I keep saving up? I think I keep saving up my bones, because I think the more damage I deal, the happier I am. Gent, there's something so weird and unsettling about this shop. I know what it is. They don't sell eggs. I think he is slightly obsessed with eggs. Yeah, if I can... The upgrades aren't nearly as expensive as I thought they'd be going forward, because I thought it was going to approximately double each time. It's actually only increasing by a tiny bit. I'm going to get all the bones, though. The Hyndal's troops rarely venture this far, though I suppose there's not much happening. Also, I just noticed my health. I should do something about that. Yeah, lady, should probably turn back. Haven't you heard about the Carving Man? I'm guessing that's who we're here to deal with. Is going to be the Carving Man. Is that an enemy? That is not an enemy. Gordon. Hi, I'm Gordon. I've got a taste for anything that crosses my path. What are you tasting at this moment, Gordon? Tastes like normal ground under me. Wish it had something spicy like bile. Or acid. That seems slightly unhealthy. Something, don't drink acid. Drinking acid is generally considered suboptimal by at least 80% of doctors. Maybe more. I don't want that many. I don't want to use the bone upgrade. I might as well solidify them into bone dust so I don't have to pay for it later. Okay, I can come in this side, but I can't open the chest. Okay, Abbott. I wish he'd take more plasma vials, but he swears they're no good for him. Can you do anything? Not really. I do have a key to open up this pathway. What are you? I mean, you are a tomato farmer. He's both a tomato farmer and a tomato farmer, I think. Look at me. I'm nearly a tomato now. Guess I'll just let the spark finish what it started. Huh. Are we the bad guy? Are we the bad guy for fixing the spark generator? Okay, I definitely can't go through there. I don't know how to get that chest. That's a fairly straightforward pathway. That's a shortcut somewhere. Can I go through here? I can. That almost got me a treasure chest if I didn't jump off again. Okay, be more careful. Cause that's 200 bone stone flakes. That's not terrible. I see something from that plant underneath that drop down. The more I get... Oh gosh, what did I just do? What did I just land on? The leaf is talking. You crushed me. Wait, what? I think that is the accurate descriptor of what just happened. The horror. Oh, the rustling horror. And then, don't speak to me, you mulcher. I feel maybe a little bit bad. My farm in September's been taken over by crows. Is the generator affecting them? No, it must be safe. I'm honestly starting to wonder if maybe we're the bad guys. Or, what we're doing here with fixing the generators. Maybe a little bit. Admiring my spiffy vitality vest. They tell you an Ossex wove it only for me. Jealous? I'm pretty sure I could buy one. Yeah, our train vanished a ways back. We're collecting funds for a replacement using this device. I still don't know how expensive that ultimately is going to be. Can I crush the leaves again? Is that a terrible thing for me to wonder? It might be a terrible thing for me to wonder about. But it's the thing I wonder about. No. I can't. They're like punching the ground and everything. I can apparently attack the body, though. I feel only slightly bad. Galloway, the carving man has jack-o'-lanterns instead of hands. They say his hands can gobble up children. I'm the leader. The plan's this. We split up, and if we see him, we hide until the others find us. I think that's a perfectly valid way of dealing with a, living scarecrow. I'm not scared. Ah, what was that sound? I believe you are scared. We're gonna catch the carving man. No, we don't need an old bag's help. I'm guessing that the carving man is gonna be the boss of this area once we eventually get there. Schoolhouse. The village isn't safe. The carving man is loose. My students won't listen. They say they'll stop him. But they're just kids. They don't understand what they're facing. Honestly, I don't know if anybody understands what they'd be facing if a giant jack-o'-lantern came, or scarecrow came to life. You didn't comment and show up, Rip. Occasionally YouTube does that. I don't know why it does that. Just decides that like your one message is just a spam message and just deletes it from the face of the planet. Farmland. Looks just as dull as back home. I remember you running that training wheel till you collapsed. I did push too hard sometimes, just to break up the boredom. Maybe I still do. Honestly, I can respect that. Just overworking. Or maybe not overworking, but definitely working way harder than you need to. Okay, I can sneak through here. Does this take me anywhere? This does lead somewhere, at least. It's free bones. I will take free bones. Oh, you said Mina crushed the leaf with her fat ass. Yeah, I can see why YouTube would decide that that would probably be just blocked. Because that's definitely into the realm of... It's definitely into the realm of what YouTube would just be like, yeah, that's just not showing up. Though also, the fact that it lets it through the second time is always amusing to me at the very least. I think I do need to just keep going left. Every time I enter a dungeon and the screen flashes white, it absolutely blinds me. Every single time. Because it's not like I'm sitting in a... I'm actually, it is because I'm sitting in a relatively dark room when I'm streaming. So the like sudden white flash of light is like actually legitimately very bright. This scarecrow looks different. Let it down. Yes. Scarecrow. Gasp. I thought I was a goner for sure. It's an actual crow. This game really likes its puns. They tied me up there, put this mask on me. They said they did it because I'm a bad crow. No one deserves that fate. To rot out here in the sun. That's probably fair enough. Thanks again for untying me. Don't go to that crow town or they'll get you too. Is this the first... That is the first type of enemy in the dungeon. I did not... I'm not sure what I expected, but I didn't expect to get launched. I definitely didn't expect to just get absolutely launched by those little metals. I guess they are kind of springboard platforms. Okay. Those don't deal too much damage. I am saving up for... I need 6,200 because I'm saving up for another health upgrade. Not another health upgrade, another damage attack upgrade, because those seem to be the most useful. I can kind of just... Because I can tank the damage fairly well still. Yeah, I can still tank the damage fairly well. I did not mean to get launched over there. But apparently we're getting launched over here anyways. And apparently we can't control which direction we're going. Okay, that I suppose works. Thank you, game, for, I don't know how to get out of here, though. I'm guessing I need to jump on it when we're facing left. Yeah, that works. Okay, can I please attack you without taking too much damage? I don't know why, but this area, at least so far, or this dungeon, at least so far, feels a bit less frustrating than the previous dungeon, the swamp dungeon. The swamp dungeon just felt off to me. But also, that enemy constantly flying off the screen does not help. How do I get back from here? Okay, I need to not launch myself off that path. Yeah, hold on, where is the exit? I can't go back. Oh, do I need to bounce left? I think I need to just bounce left. And then we have enough money for next. Yeah, we have enough money for the next one being another damage upgrade next time I find a save point. I don't know which tools I want. Ah, yes, I'm just going to get launched straight into an enemy. I'm gonna get another damage upgrade though, because I definitely have enough. I think that puts me at the correct amount. That should put me at, I think it was 6,200 or 6,300. Yeah, I like the damage upgrade. 7,400. Okay, the bones required for each upgrade don't scale absurdly fast. But yeah, I do think that the extra damage is... I think the next one I'm going to get is going to be another defense upgrade. I feel like another defense upgrade will also come in very helpful by the end of the dungeon. And that is at 5,200. That's workable. Yeah, I can press a button to automatically set the bone machine. I know, that's what I've been doing. Because I've been... But because I have like 3 different upgrades that cost different amounts, I need to make sure I'm setting it to give me the amount for the upgrade I actually need. Because it defaults to the cheapest upgrade, and then I think it increases which one it's which upgrade it is by 1 each time? Okay, it's a fairly easy spot to get to. Yeah, getting a bit more defense would also help, since I don't obviously have a way to get more health. But this isn't a terrible spot to make it back to. Yeah, this isn't a terrible spot to make it back to. I don't know if this is useful for anything. Okay, apparently I could throw the scythes at the angry crows. I do still think that the damage upgrade was the way to go. Yeah, I do still think that the extra damage upgrade is the way to go. Because that is so helpful to just be able to take out. I did not mean to launch myself over that side of the screen. Yet, at least. There are a lot of... There's a lot of enemies in this area. Where does that launch me? That launches me there. If I step on it here, I get a save point. Never say no to a save point. Very, very useful advice for basically every game ever. Is that save points are helpful. Usually. There does appear to be Yeah, there does appear to be a number of bones I can get down here. But I do need to make sure I'm launching myself onto platforms that actually exist at the time I'm launching myself. So I'm guessing I can hit that log from the bottom when I get there. Really? Because it's not quite the end of the platform's path. I don't think it's quite the end of the platform's path. It's kind of like the middle path of the platform path. Oh, I can't break those. Oh, that's deeply unfortunate. How do I get places then? I mean, I can pick up a lot of these bones, but how do I get to the other part of this area? I don't think I can burrow under the launchers. Oh, I can launch myself up here. Okay, that... I suppose that works. That'll... Why does this seem like another scarecrow that's actually real? An actually crow. Die, intruder. You and your meddling, you meddler. Why did they attack me? I saved them. That's just mean. That's just mean of them. To attack the person who saved them from the scarecrow. Or being trapped as a scarecrow for all eternity. Okay, that is a decent pile of bones, though. That is, yeah, it's an enemy. It was tending to be one of the friendly scarecrows. Yeah, but I still helped them down off the scarecrow. And the thanks I got was them deciding to just launch me. Or just try to fight me for no real reason. How ungrateful could they possibly be? We do get a lot of bones traveling through dungeons, though. I do gotta say, I have zero clue what just happened right there. Recall disc. Toss out a portal, then warp to it, leaving an explosion in your wake. I'm guessing that's somehow what I'd managed to just trigger. Yeah, what is that? How do I attack them? Because they appear to be yeah, they appear to be a little bit on the invincible side of things. Let's just leave and come back. Yeah, that whatever that creature is appears to be a little bit on the slightly invincible side of just existing. Because that is kinda terrifying. I'm not sure what to do other than just ignore them. Of course they're following me through this hole. Gonna keep following me. Why wouldn't they? Yeah, why wouldn't they just keep following me for all eternity? Of course I get sent all the way back to the start of the area as well. Yeah, what is their problem? Also, those plants. Those plants are not helpful. Not helpful plants at all. Is that the supposed scarecrow who's been wreaking havoc and terrorizing everybody? So, something tells me yes. Though I did get a lot of bones. I do think it was worth getting... I do think that was worth the 500 bones I had to fight to get there. Can I go up? I can. I don't know if there's... I'd like them to not be following me first. Yeah, I'd very much like them to... Please stop following me. Because that is... Why do you just exist on these, like, 3 screens for no real reason? And why are you invincible? If you're gonna be invincible, the least you could do is actually be, like, helpful about it. Or, like, not be actively evil. Okay. I mean, 500 more bones is not terrible. Alright. The carving man's real. I ain't sticking around, though. It's goat time. I can't follow them that way. Hi there. I'm just gonna steal all the bones. And then you can, keep terrorizing the townsfolk, apparently. Yeah, you could just keep terrorizing the townsfolk while I just leave. I'll just leave the carving man to it. How many bones do I have? I think I have enough to upgrade my defense also. Because that is technically enough to upgrade my defense. That leaves me with 3 bonestone powder, though. Which, I will take that. That is always a useful upgrade. Or upgrades, I think, are always going to be useful. Well, why is there wind? And why does the wind change directions on me? Okay, yeah, what, just, why, just for the wind, why? Because that is, it honestly reminds me a little bit of, like, one of the Celeste levels, but also, just trying to dodge the wind is just gonna make things just slightly more complicated. Just a touch. Though it doesn't seem to be that terrible normally. Though I can't really run against the wind is the problem. I need to jump down onto this platform and then I need to ride this platform across in the wind. And then be very, very careful about what I do from here. Because I can go down here. I want to open up the shortcut. Because I think I can jump 3 gaps if the wind is going the same direction as me. Yeah, if the wind is going the same direction as me, I think I can jump 3 tile gaps. Oh, that's probably at least one of the elements of being able to do a full like 10 tile jump, because apparently I've heard that doing a 10 tile jump is at least possible. I could jump over the tractors. I want these bones. I definitely want the bones. Yeah, every bone is helpful. I also may or may not have forgotten to pay attention to my health there, which is very unfortunate because I had full healing. Yeah, the really funny part there is I even had the full healing. that I need it. Because I don't need that. It's not that hard. Okay, I do need to be more careful, though. Because, yeah, the wind... The wind makes lining... I honestly think that the tricky part here for me is lining up my jump. I think it's mostly just lining up the jump that I'm going to have some difficulty with the wind here. Because it's not terrible. But I can launch that way. Then I can launch back. There we go. Yeah, so I can definitely jump 3 block tiles with the wind. Not anything crazy difficult. Though also, those guys do not get caught by the tractors. Or the mulchers, I don't know what type of farm equipment that's supposed to be. But it hurts a non-zero amount when you get hit by it. Okay, I need to be on this. I somehow need to be in the middle? Because now I need to somehow tunnel up here. Can I? How do I do that? Because also, I can't heal very... Yeah, I can't heal very well because there's not a lot of enemies for me to heal against. Okay, I can just go up. Just go up. That's all I had to do there. Okay, I can open up a pathway. Why is there just a crazy tractor hiding in the ground? I don't think that's an approved storage location for heavy farm machinery. That looks dangerous. Please let there be a shortcut somewhere. Can I not jump back over? Okay, I can make it over here. I'm trying. I want to make it to the save point. That's kind of my running goal, is to just make it to the next save point. Preferably in one piece. Okay, I mean, that worked, I guess. I guess that worked. So some of the ways that, like, I get away with things in this game are kind of funny. Okay, I don't think I need to be holding the button. It's another keyer. I keep finding them. Also, the extra health right next to the save points is a little bit weird, because it's not really going to be helpful for anything. 1, 2, 3, jump over them. Defeat the crow. Yeah, defeat the evil crows. The fact that the crows are evil is interesting. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect them to be able to, the giant pig to be able to charge at a diagonal. Okay, that did a lot more damage than I really would have preferred. And I'm not sure why I didn't expect them to be able to jump at a diagonal, given basically everything else in this entire game has been able to jump at diagonals also. I'm guessing I don't want to step into the red goop. Okay, it's a storage barn. Where do the red slimes have teleportation abilities? And that is actually like it almost feels like they do. And then I'm getting chased by a giant scarecrow once again. I'm not sure that I like being chased by the scarecrows. Though I do get a decent amount of items from it. Because I can use them I could save... I guess I need to save all 4 of the children at some point here. Squealer, I saw him. Oink. Forget leading. I'm trotting back to the schoolhouse. I like how they can just run away. Hi there. You totally want to come and break these solid walls next to the chest, right? Right. Totally. So that I can steal 500 bone stone shards from you. Thank you. That's actually surprisingly helpful. Because they're not... Something I'm realizing is that they're not actually that fast. Though I do need to be a little bit more careful at times. Yeah, I'm guessing that they are going to ultimately be the boss fight I have to deal with. Though also, they are absolutely everywhere. It's another save point. Also, that's one of the lightning rods. Also, I just looked at the time. I think that's going to be where I'm going to have to call today's stream, actually. It's partway through the dungeon. Because I just looked at the time and I realized I'm like several minutes over when I should have called the stream. I mean, it's a fun game if I'm losing track of time. Yeah. You're going to call today's stream there. Like, comment, subscribe. I have a lot of things to do still. I'm busy enough that I'm always busy. Because I work weird hours and I stream at weird hours and I just do everything at weird hours. Yeah. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. Hope you had fun. Like, comment, subscribe so the YouTube doesn't banish me to the Shadow Realm. And, I don't remember if I had Memories in Orbit or Ender Magnolia tomorrow, but I have one of those games tomorrow, one of those games on Thursday, and another Mina the Hollower stream on Friday. Schedule's on the end card and in the community tab on YouTube. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, everybody, and have an absolutely wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye.